Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a quick review to do for you of the magic beans from Magnus. So, first, I want to say thank you to Magnus McDonald for sending these my way. He did send these to me to review, and he also sent 3 sliders for me to give away. I did a giveaway on Instagram last week, so hopefully you guys got in on that. We had a couple of winners. I believe it was Alice from Alicord Paracord, and one other winner. I apologize, I can't remember the exact person who it was, the username, but I really appreciate you guys entering that, and we really appreciate Magnus for sending this stuff along for me to check out. I don't know why it feels like my lighting is... see if we can't get it back. There we go. I think that might be better. I don't know. It was just like the phone was dimming out. So yeah, I really appreciate it. And I do have one more slider to give away. I'll probably do it on a live stream. So stay tuned on Thursday nights for the live streams. But these are really cool, guys. I spent some time with them now. I've carried them. That is one downside for me, is the carry, and I guess we'll talk about that. Let's talk about that now. So the way I carried them was in a pouch. So I think it would be cool if somebody came up with a slip for these. So like much like on my pocket knives, especially the slip joints, I have a slip. And it would be really cool if somebody designed one where you could put them like this and then just, you know, slide them in like this easily and get them out easily and everything. But I don't have that, obviously. So what I did was the same thing. I put it like this, and then I would put it inside this pocket right here. So they would slide in like that, and they actually fit really well in there. And then you still have room on this side if you want to put a spinner or like this. I could put another slider here and then zip this up, and then you carry this in your pocket. Now, as of late, which is like the last week or two, I've really kind of gotten away from the pouch. I've gone back full-time to jeans because now it's fall here, getting closer and closer to winter. And I don't know, with jeans, it just feels awkward to have the pouch, even though I guess it should be the other way around. But I think with shorts, having those slanted pockets, it just feels like you have more room. And it just never bothered me having the pouch. But with jeans, I feel like I have more pockets so I can spread things out. And I think that's more what it's about. So I can take this, put it in my 5th pocket, right? I can put something else down in my front left, right? Clip a knife front left and a knife front back. Put my flashlight in my front right pocket with my phone, and my hank in my back right pocket. And I'm just like, you know, obviously I have a lot of stuff, but it spreads it out versus having 2 or 3 things in the pouch weighing one pocket down. And it just kind of gets bulky, if you know what I mean. So carrying this without a pouch is very hard because of the shape. You know, you can't just put them in your pocket like this and have them stay like that. They're going to want to fold like this, and then you have this kind of square thing in your pocket. So that doesn't really work, right? I didn't really try to do it and put it in my 5th pocket, but I'm sure the same thing would happen. You could probably try to drop it in your back pocket, but again, you're going to have it end up like this at some point. So you really have to go with a pouch with these. And then they also weigh quite a bit. You know, these are Zerk, so you could get titanium ones, and that would probably make it, quite a bit lighter. But I obviously like Zerk, and that's what they sent me. So I'm not complaining about that, but they do have some weight to them. So, yeah, carry is a downside. For the people that I know that really love the beans, they have 2 sets or 3, right? They have a set in their car, they have a set at their office, or they have a set at home in their office and a set in their car, or whatever. They have a couple sets. And that way they don't have to carry it, right? And that's always been a thing with me for fidgets, is I have to be able to carry things. If I can't carry the item, I I really don't want it in my EDC unless it's something like a bit driver, that obviously I'm not going to put this in my pocket. This is meant for maintenance, and it sits on my desk in a, right now I have it in this revolving tray from Get Good Screw. But unless it's something like that, I want to be able to carry it on my person. And that has been the downfall of a lot of fidgets that have come through, right? But it doesn't make it a negative for everybody, right? So keep that in mind. Keep in mind how you like to carry and what you like to do with your EDC, your fidgets, and then take this review with that with a grain of salt, right? So that's carry. Aesthetics, I think they look fantastic. They're really cool. They look like freaking beans. They're called magic beans, which I think is an epic name for them. They have this sort of concave, I think I got that right, concave, convex, whatever the one that goes in is. We all know I'm a genius. And it kind of has that going around the center. So it's not just like straight. It's not just flat like, say, here's my pill container, right? This is just a cylinder and it's flat right here. It's a straight line right here. This has that inset, that concave, right? Convex, concave, I don't know. I think it's concave because caves go in, right? Vex, that one I don't know, but cave goes in. That's I'm going with it. But you can see there, it's got a hollow grind. But anyway, it's got that dip there. So it makes it interesting where they don't necessarily completely go together like that. And I think it makes it so you can peel them apart really easily, right? Where if they were flat, I think you'd have to really like wedge your finger in there because the magnets are pretty strong, right? But they make it so you can easily get your fingers in there. They have the rings around them. So I don't know if you saw my unboxing. You can check it out. I think it's called Magic Beans and a Chub or something like that. You can unscrew these. So I'll show you real quick if you guys want to see the inside of the Magic Beans. So you have a cap side out of Zerk. There's an O-ring at the bottom there and some threads in here. Magnus does a lot of really cool machining, guys. Then you have awesome magnets right here. You got a stack of them on each side. You have the ring, which again, you can swap the ring out. So this came with Zerk rings, and I swapped it to this titanium ring. And that means I could probably have these anodized, which would be really cool. I'm thinking about having that done. And then you have some more threading right here. And of course, you're going to have that O-ring down at the bottom as well on this one. So let's just try to take a look at these magnets and see how it works. Are they stationary? Do you unscrew them? They are really strong, guys. So it's really just 7 magnets, and they are strong magnets. Holy cow. Do these come apart? I don't think they do. Oh, yeah, they do. Holy cow. Okay, so they're just super strong. I mean, it's essentially bottom line here. I've never felt magnets that strong. Jesus. And then you just put the ring on, whichever one you happen to want. Tighten this back down. And there you go. And then back to being a bean. So that's really cool. But yeah, you can get different collars. He tends to do that with anything he can, which is really cool. And I really do want to have them anodized some kind of color, like, I don't know, purple maybe would be cool. Or, I don't know. We'll have to see. But, yeah, the aesthetics are really cool. I love the color. I love the blast on the Zerk. I'm glad he went with a blast and not a polish. So, how do they feel? They're amazing, guys. The action, so to speak, is my favorite thing to do, obviously, is the hot dog string. So you kind of just break them into a hot dog string. So here's, they kind of bunch up like this. You can start folding them out, right? and you just kind of kick one. Oop. Okay, this is a really bad example. Normally it's a lot easier. But you kind of just kick one out, start the strand, and then there you go. Now I got a hot dog strand. And then you can take them in your hand like this, and you can kind of pop one off the end and watch it kind of make its way down. And it'll catch on the other end because the magnets are so strong. It's really cool. Now, I do have a buddy, Preston, Big Mitts and Fidgets, and right there in his name is Big Mitts. And he actually had a problem with these when he first got them because his hands are so freaking meaty that, like, he would do this, and the magnets weren't strong enough for that. They couldn't get through his meaty hands, so they would just fall off, right? He would do this, and instead of it catching at the bottom, like you see how it's kind of making its way down, it would just fall off. That time it just was on the wrong end, and it repelled. So you'll see, occasionally it'll come down like this, and then it repels off. I don't know. Well, maybe it was just bad luck. But anyway, normally you just do this, boom, boom, boom. You can do it however you want, right? It's really fun. Then I also like to do the diamond, where you kind of split it in the center like this and kind of break it into a diamond shape, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's a diamond, right? And then you can kind of pop it back together like that, so you can kind of go back and forth, and then roll it up like this, pop it back open, right? Roll it up, pop it open, diamond it, and then that's usually how I get to the hot dog. So I diamond it, pop it, diamond it, and then I'll drop it off like that and turn it into a hot dog string. And then I start playing with it like this. And they are really fun. My kid freaking loves them. She's like, the beans. And she'll put them on the fridge. And she'll just put one on the fridge and let it go. And it'll go zzz, and it'll just go down the fridge and then hit something underneath and catch. And she loves doing that. She does it on the dishwasher, so it's kind of fun for her to play with the beans. So that made me love them instantly. If my kid's into it, then I'm really happy, you know. So obviously, as you can tell, there's probably infinite things you can do with this or come up with. What I would love to see, now I know he kind of discontinued them for now, I think. That's what I understand anyway. But I would love to get a second set and have like 8 beans and just see like what happens when you have 8 beans. If any of you watch this, because I know a lot of people get something and then they start Googling it and watching YouTube videos. If any of you have 8 of these or whatever, I would love to see a video of like what you do with them or something. So if you do and you're in the FPAG group or Daily Fidget group or something on Facebook, post a video and tag me or something. I'd love to see 8 of these in action. 6 or 8 of these in action would be really cool. But clearly there's all types of stuff you can do with them, and it's just a fun toy, and that's what these are, right? So I think for me, ultimately, what happened is I got them. I really like them. Like right now I'm playing with them, and I occasionally do pick these up and do that or whatever, but I don't carry them. So they were really fun for a few days and all that goodness. I carried them in the pouch, and then it got to a point where I just didn't want to keep carrying something heavy. I kind of went away from the pouch, and these kind of ended up in my fidget drawer over there. And then I would just occasionally pick them out every couple days. I'd pick them out, do the hot dog a couple times, and then put it back. And that's kind of where I'm at with them. But I would still say they are a top-notch fidget toy. They definitely go in the top tier. Like, I'm not looking to sell these or anything, right? They're definitely in the love keep category of the Dumas system. And they are probably in the replace immediately as well, just because they're so unique and cool. But they're not necessarily my favorite fidget of all time. They're not something I carry constantly. It kind of does remind me of the Chill Pill, which we looked at in the last video. And even now, he kind of has these extenders, which is it's a little bit of a similar deal. You can kind of you can kind of take one and kick it off and have it catch on the bottom if you're doing it right. Like that. You can kind of slide and pop. It's kind of in this category where I really, really love them. It's one of my favorites. It's at the top echelon of fidget toys. Now that I've gone through literally every fidget toy, it feels like. I've gone through the whole backlog in the last, 8 months or whatever I've been into it. Clearly I haven't tried everything, but you get what I'm saying. These are at the tippy top. Absolutely fantastic, right? You have Chill Pill. You have Magic Beans. Then you have CP3 / this is new and I can't quite put it there yet, but you get what I'm saying. It goes in the same category. CP3 for your slider. And then you have NJT haptic coin. No need to try any other haptic coin in my opinion. And then you have, obviously, insert best spinner or whatever. This, for me, is everything I need fidget-wise. I have gone through the gauntlet. I've tried everything, right? Spinner, coin, slider, beans, Chill Pill. These are your unique ones, I guess, because there's really nothing else in the category where you can have different sliders. Maybe you like something I don't like. Maybe you like Magnus sliders that are, that are trackless. I like the track, right? I just love that. And then coins. Maybe you like the donuts, which I think the donuts are amazing. There's nothing better than an NJT coin. And then for spinners, I could swap out, if you watch my last video, the Torque Bar Hybrid, the Chubb from Yellow Day, or this, But anyway, these are the best of the best in terms of fidgets, categories, types, whatever. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you for entertaining my nonsense. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.